Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Now, let's add the final touches to our sinigang na salmon and enjoy the full experience of this amazing dish. Creating the perfect broth. Broth is the soul of sinigang na salmon. It's where all the magic happens, and getting the broth just right ensures the dish tastes amazing. Follow these tips for a well-rounded, sour broth. Start with a clear base. Bring water or fish stock to a gentle boil. Fish stock works well because it enhances the flavor of the salmon. If unavailable, plain water with aromatics, like onions and tomatoes, is a good substitute. Use fresh aromatics. Add chopped onions and tomatoes early in the process. Let them soften completely as they create the base flavor of the soup. Tomatoes add a light tanginess that blends beautifully with the tamarind. Tamarind as your souring agent. Dissolve fresh tamarind pulp, tamarind paste, or a powdered mix directly into the hot broth. Start with less and taste as you go. You can always add more, but it's almost impossible to tone down the sourness once it's too tangy. Adjust until the flavor is balanced with just enough acidity to make your mouth water. Layer flavors. Add fish sauce for saltiness, and complement it with a dash of ground pepper for a subtle kick. These small additions help create depth in the soup. Sweetness matters. Toss in fresh vegetables early enough so they can soften and release their natural sweetness. It rounds out the sharpness of the tamarind and results in a well-balanced broth. A perfectly balanced broth should excite your palate without overwhelming it. Sour, savory, and just a hint of sweetness, that's the goal. Timing and cooking tips. Timing is everything when it comes to cooking sinigang na salmon. Since salmon cooks quickly, the key is to ensure all the ingredients come together in harmony without overcooking anything. Cook your base ingredients first. Add hard vegetables like radish and eggplant to your boiling broth first. These take longer to soften and absorb the flavors. Simmer them for 8 to 10 minutes so they're tender but not mushy. Add salmon near the end. Once the broth is seasoned and your vegetables are nearly done, gently slide the salmon pieces into the pot. Reduce the heat to a gentle simmer to prevent the fish from falling apart. Salmon usually cooks fully in 6 to 8 minutes. Overcooking can make it dry and tough, so keep an eye on it. Greens go last. Leafy vegetables like kangkong don't need much heat. Add them in the final 1 to 2 minutes of cooking. This keeps them vibrant and slightly crisp, adding fresh flavor and texture. Avoid constant stirring. Sinigang doesn't need constant mixing. Gently push the salmon and vegetables around if needed, but avoid vigorous stirring, which can break the fish and make the soup murky. By pacing the cooking process, you'll end up with tender salmon, perfectly cooked veggies, and a clear, beautiful broth that's brimming with flavor. The result? A hearty bowl of sinigang na salmon that tastes as incredible as it looks. When you follow these steps, you'll find that cooking sinigang na salmon at home becomes second nature. From ingredient prep to perfect timing, getting it right is all about being thoughtful and precise. Ready for the best part? Adding that bowl of steaming soup to your kitchen table is always worth it. Variations and modern twists. One of the joys of cooking sinigang na salmon is how flexible and customizable the dish can be. While the classic recipe is beloved, modern cooks have brought creative variations and fresh twists to the traditional sour soup. These innovations not only enhance the flavor but also make it easier to adapt to different tastes and ingredient availability. Adding miso for a richer flavor. Ever wondered how to take sinigang na salmon to a new level of depth and complexity? Adding miso paste to the broth might just be the secret ingredient. This simple addition gives the soup an extra layer of umami, perfect for those who enjoy a savory boost. Why does it work so well? Miso, made from fermented soybeans, has a deep, earthy taste that complements the sour tamarind base beautifully. The tangy and salty flavors come together in a way that feels harmonious yet surprising. The richness from the miso also pairs perfectly with the fatty, buttery texture of salmon, tying the whole dish together. To try this at home, stir in a tablespoon or two of miso paste when your broth is almost finished cooking. Make sure to dissolve it completely to avoid clumps. Start small. Miso is powerful, and you can always add more if needed. This small tweak can turn a traditional sinigang into something that feels contemporary and luxurious. Alternative proteins and ingredients. Sinigang is known for its versatility. You don't have to stick to salmon every time. Experimenting with different proteins or vegetables is a great way to reinvent the dish while keeping its comforting essence intact. Here are some popular protein options. Shrimp, a classic swap that's lighter, sweeter, and just as flavorful. Bangus, milkfish, this Filipino favorite gives the soup a milestone of traditional appeal with its mild flavor. Prawns or crabs, perfect for those looking to create an elevated seafood sinigang, ideal for special occasions. Tofu, a vegetarian alternative that soaks up the broth while maintaining a hearty texture. When it comes to vegetables, you can step away from the traditional choices and embrace unique options like sweet potatoes or yams, add a hint of natural sweetness and a creamy texture. Turnips, for a crisp bite that balances tangy flavors. Kale or arugula, substitutes for kangkong that bring their own distinct taste. Carrots, offer color and a subtle sweetness that complements the savory broth. These substitutions allow you to tailor sinigang to your mood, dietary needs, or the ingredients you already have on hand. Making sinigang more accessible for global palates. Filipino ingredients like tamarind and kangkong might not always be available abroad, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy sinigang. With a few smart swaps, you can recreate the essence of the dish even if you're far from a Filipino market. Here are some easy ingredient substitutions. Tamarind. No tamarind. Replace it with lemon juice, lime juice, or even unripe tomato puree for that signature tartness. A mix of lemon and a touch of sugar can also mimic the taste of tamarind. Kangkong, water spinach, dry spinach, Swiss chard, or even bok choy as leafy green substitutes. They offer a similar fresh, mild flavor and texture. Bangus or shrimp as alternatives. Salmon isn't available, look for other fresh fish options like sea bass, cod, or trout. They hold their structure in soups and work well with the sour broth. Don't be afraid to experiment with local ingredients. There's no wrong way to make sinigang, as long as you honor the balance of sour, salty, and savory. Preparation of ingredients. Secret to a delicious sinigang na salmon starts with fresh ingredients, especially the salmon and vegetables. Here's how you can prepare them properly. Salmon. Choose fresh or frozen salmon fillets with the skin on. Skin helps the fish hold together while cooking and adds natural oils to enhance the broth. Rinse the salmon under cold water and pat it dry with a paper towel. This removes any excess moisture or residue. If needed, cut the salmon into portion-sized pieces. Aim for chunks that are big enough to stay intact during cooking but not too large to overpower each bite. Vegetables. Kangkong, water spinach, wash thoroughly and trim the tough stems. Use only the leaves and tender stalks. Radish, Lebanos, peel and thinly slice for quicker cooking and a softer bite. Eggplant, cut into wedges or large cubes. Letting it soak in a bowl of salted water prevents it from darkening and reduces bitterness. Sitor, string beans, rinse, then cut into 2 to 3 inch pieces for easy eating. Okra, simply rinse whole or slice off the tops if you prefer a neater presentation. Prepping early makes the cooking process smooth and ensures everything is ready when it's time to cook. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe.